Hello, Albuquerque.
In those days, it was 41, so there was a lot of racism.
I'm a Boeing 737 first officer.
I did a lot of research and I recommend everyone do the same.
And now suddenly you're addicted,
Right.
literally to heroin.
Where were you born? I was born in Cambridge, England.
Both my parents were drug addicts.
What's up, Joes? It's your host, James Graves Brown, back in the Ordinary Joe's studios with another guest today. Can you guess who it is? This is a very intriguing guest. Let's turn the camera around and see who we've got in the studio today. Oh, it's puppies. We've got puppies in the studio. We've got Lucy Lucifer Lulerson. She's a Russian ballerina and oligarch. We've got Daisy the Lazy, who always seems to get into car crashes, and look at that. It looks like she was hit by a car. And we've got Pepper the Chicken Killer. Also over here we've got Duke the Boo-Boos, chewing on a bone. So guys, what brings you in the studio today? What stories do you have for us? That sounds wonderful. Nobody? Not a response? And then Lucy says, "Don't look at me. I am not paying you to sit there and talk on microphone. You get away from me right now. Go make me food." And obviously Daisy's in a car crash, so she can't talk. Alright guys, that's not really what's happening today. Today I am going to sit you down here in the studio with me. Hold on to me. So obviously that's not what's going on today. I'm not going to interview the puppies today. That will happen, just not yet. So here's the deal. What's going to happen today is I'm here to talk to you guys about... What is going on with this camera? Hold on. Okay guys, that's a much better view. Let's discuss real quick. I've got a lot coming up for season 2. We've got some really interesting guests. We've got a whole lot of... Just be ready for an emotional roller coaster, okay? So far this season, I'm a few episodes deep, but there has been a lot of tears shed in this studio. There's been a lot of vulnerability. There's been a lot of interesting stories. There's been a lot of positivity too. So, you know, it's going to be an emotional roller coaster for season 2. I did want to discuss with you, I am changing a little bit of the format. So it's not going to be just 100%. I don't know if you've been following the podcast for a while, which I know there's a few of you guys. The podcast has been formatted sort of focused around the person. And I kind of, in season 1, not wanting to take away from the value of the person, I just went ahead and titled every episode after the person, which to the outside viewer or a first time visitor to the podcast, it's not saying a whole lot, right? Like you see a name that doesn't mean anything to you. You don't know what's going to happen in the episode. And let's be real about it. With people's short 30-second attention spans, nobody's clicking on the video and going down to the description to read what they're about to watch. So, that being said, we're going to change the formatting a little bit. Moving forward into season 2, when you see the title of a new episode come out, it's going to be something about the episode along with the person's name. So, let's take my episode from episode 1, or of season 1, for instance. If it was me, I would say Coping with Loss with James Graves Brown. Or Losing a Sibling with James Graves Brown. So that you kind of get an idea of what the episode is sort of centered around. Even though if you've been following the podcast, you know that like these episodes kind of go into left field and go into the outfield. They come into home base. They're all over the place, but there's usually a centric theme around each episode. So moving forward into season 2, I'm going to kind of change the names to suit that. So it'll be a subject featuring or a subject with a person. That way you know more or less what you're walking into that episode, and it should be a little more, maybe we can get some more eyes focused on these people's stories. If that works out well, I'm going to go back and change everybody's episodes in season 1 titles to suit that. The other thing I'm going to try to do moving forward is if you're a true real one and been following the podcast and watching the videos to the end, you get to the end of the podcast and I always put a little bit of a clip at the end of maybe something we were talking about before the camera started rolling, maybe a little bit of the episode after the camera started rolling, something like that. All of that is going to be continued into season 2 but there's probably going to be a little bit more bonus for each episode at the end of the episode. So, yeah, be on the lookout for that. I just wanted to, I know the podcast hasn't grown in leaps and bounds or anything, but there is a few of you guys who keep coming back and watching these episodes, and I know like I'm not the greatest thing. I'm not drawing people in, and I know my guests are the ones who are doing it, but I feel like they deserve a little bit more, but you guys are greatly appreciated. Your time, you coming back to listen to these people's episodes and watch them be vulnerable and all that. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to them. So I just wanted to send a big thank you out to everybody who's watched even one episode. It means a lot to me, and I'm sure it means a lot to the guests. In that fashion, let's keep it up. I'm going to try to also at the beginning of each episode moving forward, put a little clip from the episode that's going to help to draw people in. Again, 30-second attention spans, we need to cater to that. Single serving attention spans. I'm not going to be able to get people coming into the podcast to watch the whole thing if they don't get a little taste at the beginning, you know, something to satisfy that 30 seconds of attention. So that being said, I hope you guys enjoy season 2. I have enjoyed the heck out of recording these episodes. My guests are just phenomenal. This thing just keeps getting more and more fun to record, and I enjoy speaking to more and more people about their incredible stories and learning about these people and sharing it with you guys. So that's what we have to look forward to in season 2. Now, I just wanted to, again, to thank you all for watching all of the episodes in season 1. If you haven't caught up, please go back and give them all a view. Check them out on Spotify. Watch them somewhere else. Give me some ratings. Let's get some people drawn in here. That being said, I'm going to take a couple weeks break following this last episode, episode 25. The seasons are formatted in 25 episode seasons. So episode 25 is going to be the last episode for season 1, and that's going to be me again, but sitting on the other side of the camera again. And moving forward from here, we're going to take a break for a couple weeks so that I can get a little bit of editing done. And don't hold me to it, because I always say this, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. The problem with this is that I'm a one-man team. I do the filming, I do the narration,
Wow.
I do the commenting, I do all of those things together, and it's a miracle that I've made it this far without blowing something up. That being said, we're going to move forward into season 2 with a fresh start. I'm going to try and get a jump on it so that way I can possibly, again, don't hold me to it, but I'm going to try to release weekly so we can, maybe do 2 seasons a year moving forward. If you have an interesting story and you want to be on the podcast, a guest, I'm always open to more people being on here. If you even if you don't have an interesting story and you just want to come on here and chat, hey, I'm open to that too. Let's hear some stories. Let's get to know some people. Let's make our community a little closer. All right, people. That being said, you can get a hold of me via the email. That's ojespod@gmail.com. You can reach out to me on social medias. If you know me in person, you can text me. Yeah, thank you guys again. Like, it means a lot to me that anybody's watching this at all. Even if one person keeps watching, I'm going to keep making them. So even if none of you guys watch, I'm still going to keep making it. So deal with it. All right, guys. Next Wednesday is going to be the end of season 1. That's episode 25. That's going to be me. And I'm going to take a few weeks to get some editing done, get ahead of the game, and come back strong sometime in May. I don't know. I don't have a firm release date. And I may change the schedule on releasing too. It might just happen, I don't know, Fridays or on the weekend or Monday morning. I don't know. We'll see. But again, thank you guys, and we'll see you on the next one. This is your host, James Graves Brown, signing out of the Ordinary Joe's Studios. I'll see you on the next episode.